some 5,000 people lost their lives in 2020 in both sides. I was here, I came to Nagorno-Karabakh, and I met many mothers of fallen Armenian soldiers. I've also witnessed the pain and the devastation on the other side, on your side, through the work of my colleagues here in Azerbaijan. But I remember speaking to one mother in particular who told me she blamed politicians for the war and for the death of her son, saying that politicians should deal with things in a diplomatic way and not fall into the trap of a war. What would you say your mission is? Is it to win a war or to bring lasting peace?
Well, to win a war was a mission of my life, of my political life, which ended successfully. So we won the war despite many factors. Political, despite factors of long-lasting infrastructure projects on the occupied territories, which made it very difficult for our military servicemen to break several defense lines. They had, in some parts 5, in some parts 7 defense lines full of mines. Mm-hmm. And also, you've noticed coming from Fizuli that the road climbs up. Mm. So that's how our military servicemen came here. Mm-hmm. The road which we came, the Victory Road, as I called it later, did not exist. Mm. It was a road how our military servicemen were moving towards Shusha. They were climbing these rocky mountains. So despite these factors, despite strong political support from many countries which have big Armenian diaspora, we did what was right to do. We restored justice and we restored our territorial integrity. We fought on our land. We didn't fight on Armenian land. And we won. So that was a mission number 1, which is over. And now we talk about peace. And for a country which suffered 30 years of occupation, because the territory which was under occupation is totally ruined. Shusha was not totally ruined because there were illegal settlements in Shusha. They wanted to resettle Armenians from Middle East, and there have been a couple of thousand Armenians living here. That's why not all the cities have been destroyed. But Fizuli, totally leveled to ground. Agdam, the same. Almost 1 million Azerbaijanis were deprived from their homes. So despite all that pain, we did not take revenge. I said we will take revenge on the battlefield, but as soon as Armenia gave us dates when they will withdraw from all the territories, which I demanded from the first day of the war, we stopped. And then we started to talk about peace. So now, peace is on our agenda. If Armenia wants peace, we will reach it, because we do not have any territorial claims to Armenia, and we don't want them to have any territorial claims to Azerbaijan. People who live in Karabakh, in an area which is controlled now temporarily by Russian peacekeepers, they live in Azerbaijan, and they should choose whether to live as citizens of Azerbaijan, as ethnic minority, as any other ethnic minority, which Azerbaijan is rich of, or to leave. So this is their choice. It's not because we want them to leave, or as Armenia accuses us, we organize ethnic cleansing. No, we give them a choice, because how can they live on our territory being a citizen of either Armenia without any legal permission, or a citizen of so-called Nagorno-Karabakh Republic, which is not recognized by anyone? So I think this is a legitimate approach. It is in line with international practice. It's in line with the practice which we see in many European countries, which also fight against separatism. And now we see how Europe and the West is united to help Ukraine to fight against separatism. And why, in our case, our fight against separatism is treated differently. Why Georgia's approach to separatist regions is fully understood by Western communities and politicians, and our legitimate, the same origin, desire to put an end to separatism is under question. Why Spain do not allow Catalonia to have a referendum? Those are 5 or 6 millions. And they don't have their own state, unlike Armenians, which have their state next door. And why should we tolerate separatism? And we will not.